Today's shed tinkering is taking place mainly because we're in a lockdown and it's snowing outside, so what better than getting in the shed and messing about. And today going to be fitting Powerbronze Handguards to my GSX-S 1000F. These should really help keep off the wind chill, and that together with my heated grips should allow me to wear my summer gloves throughout the year, hopefully. Okay, after reading the instructions, so I don't think I'd have figured it out on my own. This one I've already prepared. Here's one I prepared earlier. So let's just build the other one up. So initially I've taken this plastic film out the way, and then you want the bar end and one of the rubber washers underneath it, under there, and then the weight or spacer, whatever you want to call it, put the bolt through, and then you've got the two. This is the gripping mechanism, with the slots finishing at the far end. Slot in the brass bit with its thread furthest away, and then all that screws onto there. And it naturally goes so far before it starts taking itself apart, before it starts splitting itself apart, which is what grips it. You screw that in there, it pulls that in. This edge here opens up the brass bit, which opens up the silver bit, which grips the internal of your bars, something like that. Anyway, that's that on there. Let's sort out this end. This end again, take the plastic out of the way, and then you've got a grommet that goes in the hole, like that, and then you've got a little metal spacer which goes inside the grommet, like that, and then the handguards are ready to go on the bike. So let's get over to the bike. Okay, the clutch side, you need to take out the clutch bolt, which is just a 10mm nut underneath, and then pull it up and out. And then what we need is the bolt goes through the bracket. The bracket is shaped so the square edge that's on the back side of the bolt fits into the groove, so it can't turn, because this particular bolt doesn't have an Allen key or nut head or anything on it. It just goes through, and then you want a washer underneath, and then put it back through your lever. And then a 10mm nut back on underneath. I'm not actually going to tighten that up as of yet. I want to get the rest of the handguard on and then make sure it's in the right position to get the bolt through, which obviously secures this edge of the handguard. Next, we've got to take this old bar end off. which looks like that, and is a bit of a pig. But obviously very effective at holding on to your bar end weight. So that's that one out. Let's get the handguard and shove it in. So now we shove the new one in. Right, I'll leave that slightly loose and get this far end screwed into place. Having tried putting the nut and bolt together through here, the limited amount of space you've got behind the bracket, I think I'm going to take the clutch bolt back out, connect this, not tightly, but get the nut started on the bolt, and then reposition the bracket and put the bolt back through. So I've got plenty of access to get it on. All I can see is the nut or the bolt dropping down and getting caught in the fairing or something and ending up being a right disaster. So I'm going to take the bolt back out, fit that first, and then refit the bolt. And then obviously make sure your clutch isn't pinched too tight, and also this clears your screen, which has got miles of room. So it's just somewhere about there. So now I'll do up the nut and bolt this end. That's that one done up. Now I'll just tighten this end one up, and then get on with the brake side. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. It doesn't really want to tighten up tight. It's got far too much movement. I'll take that back off and see what I can do about that. So when you see it in the instructions, this silver bit is about there on the gold bit, and what I found with this one, to get it tight, you really have to pull that up so it's at least level with the gold bit, if not a bit more, and then when you screw your screw in, that pulls the gold bit in onto this black bit, which spreads the gold out, which spreads the aluminium silver bit, which is the part that actually grips the internal of your handlebars. So it really wants to be up right level with the edge of the gold bit, in my experience. And now that's tight as anything. So now to move on to the brake side. Okay, brake side, you want to take the 10mm nut off the bottom. Well, you want to take it off if you're fitting these. If you're just watching, just watch. And then this side's bracket fits underneath. I'm just going to leave that on there loose. I think this side you get more space to actually connect the bolt through, so I'll leave that loose and see where we get to. But next I want to take the old bar end out, see if we have as much fun as the other side. Oh, that was much easier. Right, new handguard. and these edges here won't interfere with your throttle tube. They're exactly the same diameter as the handlebars, so they're not actually wide enough to then pinch your throttle tube. And again, just check, go lock to lock, make sure nothing impedes. No, that's all good. So that's them fitted. Just got to take this plastic off. Ready to cover it in flies. So there you go. And it doesn't detract from the beauty of the bike, I don't think. Plus it will give me a good bit of wind chill protection, especially as it's meant to be getting really cold next week. Well, for down south. I think they reckoned -7 to -9 during the day with the wind chill factor. So yeah, probably the right time to be fitting these, if indeed I ride the bike to and fro work, because if it is too icy or indeed too snowy, then I'll be nicking the old woman's car. But there you go, that's my GSX-S 1000F with its new handguards on it. Just got to take the plastic off that left hand side one. Hope that's helped, or been entertaining, or both. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.